I think leash
Yeah.
walking, this is something we can all work on, whether you're taking your dog
Always.
trick-or-treating or not. What are
Yeah.
your tips on your pro? So
Okay.
teach us
So
tips for leash walking.
I try to keep this as simple as I can because it's a really complicated concept, loose leash walking. So first things first, a heel is not the same as a loose leash. Your dog does not need to heel at your side for an hour-long walk. That's craziness. Heel, just for everyone's clarification, is a competition cue that we use in dog competitions. That's it. So it's great if your dog can heel. It's great if they're pulling ahead and you want them to come back into a heel, but the expectation of them sitting right there at your side the whole time, not realistic. So this is me telling anyone who's listening, please let that dream die. Just let it die. Okay.
My dream died already.
Yeah, dead.
Because I know you. And things have been better. Walks have been better.
Yeah, listen, it takes the pressure off of everybody if you're not trying to force your dog to stay right at your side the whole time. It's so it's such a ridiculous standard, and they're not allowed to be a dog, which isn't nice. Okay, my second thing that I tell all my clients is we need to understand that most of us have accidentally programmed the leash apparatus incorrectly. So what our dogs think, the sweet little angels that they are, is that in order, the way the leash works, this is truly what your dog believes. The way that this thing works is I pull very, very, very hard on it and I get to move forward. And that is how the leash functions. It's what everybody's dog thinks. Because typically they're like, putting a lot of pressure on it. And they're like, yeah, pushing against it. And guess what they do? They go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they believe in their little heart of hearts. So our job is to help them understand the juxtaposition of when they're pulling, when they're not pulling. So I have a little saying that I use for loose leash walking, which is, if the leash is tight, it just ain't right. And I'm going to give you a red light. Yeah, so a red light means I'm going to end the walk. So if you're pulling, we don't move forward. The minute the tension is off the leash, you resume walking. This helps your dog reprogram that apparatus. Is it annoying? Yes. Are you going to stop 100 times? You betcha. But did you teach your dog how to pull? 1,000%. 1,000,000% you did. So take the time to help them learn that if the leash is tight, they're not going to go anywhere, and that they'll only move forward if the leash is loose. Help them relearn that. Yeah. And use your walk as what we call a real life reward, which is the reward is we keep walking. The loss of reward is that we don't walk anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It works, people.